what I know is one of the reasons that I got into this business is because I love people. And one of the things that I did was an African style of medicine, and that is you go into the village, you take care of the people. Those who come from the Caucasoid Mountains don't really understand that. So they think that you need, they need to stamp their approval on you to make decisions for your people. And they were concerned about the money, I was concerned about the patient. That's the kind of health system that you're actually dealing with right now, is one that you are a number or a client. You're no longer a patient. And if you don't have major medical insurance, American Express, or MasterCard or Visa that will hold that $3,000, you get ready to go out to a public hospital where you're going to see the least trained, which is a 4th-year medical student or a 1st-year intern. And that's mainly the way the health system really is set up. And so this was done last year. We were scheduled to go before the 5th Circuit Court of Appeal in New Orleans. They had given us an oral argument. And when we got ready to go April 26th of last year, 1 week prior to going, they pulled it from the docket. Because they know that to pay one doctor for the same thing and deny payment for another doctor is not going to pass the smell test. And so basically, I'm currently writing a book. I've exhausted all my court remedies. They kind of wrote me out through that. And so there are some things that I'm going to be doing with this organization. We're going to have to change this. And you can't be scared.
That's right.
You're gonna have to you're gonna have to go on up and put your best boots on, and we can do some things I think are very, very important. I gave you all just an outline. I want to go through these first 10 things, and then you can ask me some questions, and we can move on very quickly. But I wanted to let you know, number one, I gave you like 10 facts about the American health system. Number one, it is by far the best. It is not at all. It is far from the best, actually. There are 5 other countries, and I named those: New Zealand, Norway, France, Canada, and then we are dead last so far as health care is concerned. And they use 5 different parameters on that. This is a white, male-dominated profession. There are some people who've never seen a black doctor. And we need to know how they view us. You need to know that they look at the black physician as caste. They look at black patients as subhuman or things. You're good for experimental purposes, exploitation, and training and teaching material. We are the second oldest ethnic group in America. Black folk were in America before Columbus showed up. We've never had first-class health care. We are now considered as a market. There was the NBA draft, I guess the last couple of days. I don't know if it's still going on, but there's some guy that's got some tennis for $500. Did y'all see that? There's one guy got drafted. His tennis is $500. I won't be buying any of those. That's not in my market budget. And now that medicine has changed to a market, that means that some people can afford it and other people can't. Healthcare should be a right, not a privilege. As long as a privilege is going to be very expensive, because when you have money, I don't, anybody in here live in Dallas? How many other people live in Dallas here? Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if you don't think it's a right, when they come pick you up here in Oak Cliff, tell them you want to go to Zalewski and see if they stop at Zalewski. Yeah. And I want to talk about, this is very important, 75,000 excess deaths every year. Now, what I mean by excess deaths, that means that you walk in the emergency room with exactly the same symptoms, same age, same condition as a white guy. He leaves live, you stay dead. Okay? You don't come out. They just come and pat you on the shoulder and say, he had a heart attack.
Wow.
If you went to 10 funerals last year, 4 of them would not have occurred had you been white.
Wow.
This system, the racism from the American health system drips like a broken faucet. And you have to understand how they do this. They don't get a lot, you don't get a lot of coverage of how bad this system is. Everything is Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. You know, call your doctor. You know, if you got about to go blind after taking Cialis, call your doctor. They never say call your pastor, the priest. They say call your doctor, because it is a well-respected profession. But there's this system is going to have to be undressed. We're going to have to look up under some closer parts than what we've been seeing. We only make up 2.2% of all the doctors in America. There are 1 million doctors in America. We make up about 2.2%. So there's about 22,000 black doctors in America. 50% of all of the blacks in America live in 5 states: New York, California, Florida, Texas, and Illinois. The other 50% live in the other 45 states. And so those are the states that the regulatory agents target as they go to those states where there are more African American physicians. I've been before the medical board on 5 different occasions, and I've won every last one of them.
Wow.
I plan, you know, my daughter is just finished her residency in New Jersey. She's going to do a fellowship in Rochester, New York this next year. And I, you know, didn't ask her to go into medicine. She did it on her own. But she had this just last week, they had her on an investigation in New York. Now she's a resident, gets ready to do a fellowship. And she said, Dad, they called me and said they got me under investigation. So you need to understand that this is not a plaything. They will take you out. And you have to understand that we only have one license. Once that one's gone, that's it. So they kind of got you squeezed up. You put your first 30, well, okay, I'm 66. All right? Took me 30 years to get out. So 30 from 66 leave how much? 36, right? Well, I've been fighting this for the last 22. So out of all the years I've had to prepare, I've only had like 13 or 14 good years. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to live another 13 years or not. I hope I can, but if I don't, it ain't no big deal. I'm going to give them hell all the way out. I know there are Christians out there. Just hold on with it just a little while longer. Most people don't know Medicare reimburses based on geographical location. Did you know that?
Oh.
The poorer the neighborhood, the less you get. Did you all know that?
Wow.
So I go buy my equipment and my colleague buy his equipment at the same place, costs the same amount. Well, my interest is going to be high. But anyway, we buy it at the same place, buy it for the same thing. So I come back and use it on my patients, and I make 15 to 20% less than what he does in North Dallas. If that ain't discrimination, I don't know what it is. I mean, it's just right in your face. I don't know, what would you call it? Love at first sight or what? Well, his water, he think his water's cold. You know. So doctors, most black doctors are going to take care of the poor patients, even when they can't pay. There were people who would come to my office and say, Doc, I have Medicare or Medicaid, but my daughter don't have no money and she can't go to the doctor. Would you see her to send her up here? And one of the things you have to know that's how you get blessed. By giving. And if somebody needs it and you could provide it and you don't, shame on you. 17.9% of the gross national product is spent on health care. How you gonna be last and you spend the most? Somebody lying somewhere. I don't know where the lie is, but there's something smelly up under this. I want to just quickly show you all this report here. This is only a 1/3 of the. They've got 1,000-page FBI report on Dr. Evans. Yes, it's on me.
You can't print it all.
Yeah, I guess it costs the government too much to send all 1,000 pages. Okay. Understand how this works. If let's say a fire truck and a police car and an ambulance was somewhere in the shopping center, what would you all, just a normal man, what would you think? Something happened, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't think they would just go over there and there ain't nothing going on at all, would you?
Donuts.
Huh? You see what I'm saying?
So
they do that to make and share, have your mind thinking they wouldn't come to his office unless he did. Come on now. Unless he did what? Something wrong. They got too much to do. No, they don't. They are obsessed with us. White folks are obsessed with us. They can't sleep. You can't even have a conversation. 2 or 3 guys talking. They walk up what y'all have in the NAACP meeting. No, none of your business what I'm talking about. That's right. So this health system is a very wicked system. And we got to have more people to get in to make it better. Okay? And I wanted to just take these few minutes to do this. And I gave you all some information. I gave you something on reparations, which you probably already know, and how Ronald Reagan gave the farmers another $55 billion. You talking about welfare. You need to talk about some corporate welfare. You talking about a woman got little old getting $300 because she got 3 little Medicaid cards, and you talking about she's a bad woman. I'm talking about giving billions, 160 acres of land to folk from Europe just because they said they wouldn't ever do anything against the United States, and all they need to do is stay on it 5 years in this land, and you run it through North Dallas, give me 160 acres of land. I'll be rich too, and passing the generational wealth down generation to generation. White folk ain't work for what they got. They ain't work for it. They think they want us to believe that we lazy and no, I ain't working for your butt for free no more, I can tell you that. That's what you asking for. I ain't doing that. I'm through.
No.
I'm through. Yes, I'll take some questions.
All right, we're going to take a few questions, understanding we do have some more presenters. And I just really want you all to, give this brother a warm hand. He has worked 24 hours taking care of our people. He came